Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Ampun Tuanku, menghadap Duli Yang Teramat Mulia Raja Muda Perak Darul Rizwan Raja Nazrin Shah Imi Sultan Azlan Muhyiddin Shah, as Malaysian Honorary Chairman of Bridges, Professor Heradus Al-Hoof, the Nobel Laureate for Physics, and Mrs. Woof, Yang berbahagia Datuk Engineer Ahmad Zaidi Laidin, Vice President, Academy of Sciences Malaysia, Mr. Uwe Morawes, Founding Chairman, International Peace Foundation, His Excellencies, the Management and Academics of OUM and the Academy of Science of Malaysia, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. First and foremost, on behalf of the organizing committee, I would like to thank His Royal Highness Raja Nazrin Shah for gracing this morning's event despite His Royal Highness's very busy schedule. We also wish to thank Yang berbahagia Datuk Engineer Dr. Haji Ahmad Zaidi Laidin, Mr. Uwe Morawes, and most of all, Professor Heradus Al-Hoof for making this event possible. Open University Malaysia is deeply honored to be part of this meaningful program. The inaugural Bridges programs held in Thailand and the Philippines were evidently well received and inspired by their success. Malaysia is now hosting the second series called Bridges Dialogues Towards a Culture of Peace that will run from November this year until April of next year. The organizers of Bridges definitely deserve to be lauded for all their efforts in making the world a better place to live in. Join me, ladies and gentlemen, by putting our hands together as an appreciation to all who have made Bridges. Ladies and gentlemen, in a nutshell, the idea of Bridges emanated from the hope of promoting a culture of peace among Southeast Asian countries. Education, science and technology are believed to be the fundamentals through which peace can be nurtured and strengthened among the people. We find Bridges compelling as it believes that education and peace are closely intertwined. To achieve its aim, Bridges has brought together world-renowned Nobel laureates in a number of disciplines to share their valuable views and ideas with the communities throughout this part of the world. A series of 50 talks, workshops and dialogues have been scheduled to take place at various parts of our country. To kick off the program, we are indeed privileged to have Professor Heradus Al-Hoof with us today, an eminent physicist who won the Nobel Prize for Physics in 1999, to share with us his ideas and thoughts on education and collaboration in fundamental science as bridges between nations. I'm sure that Professor Hoof who is currently attached with Utrecht University in the Netherlands, is going to deliver an enlightening talk which we have been eagerly waiting for. Significantly, this important program aspires to re-emphasize the essence and meaning of peace among the younger generation, and that explains why learning institutions have been chosen to propel its activities. I'm confident that this program will have a profound impact, hopefully paving the way for the culmination of collaborations among educational institutions and countries so that stronger ties can be forged. As we join our hands for a good cause, I'm certain that promoting understanding among nations with diverse cultures in an increasingly globalized world will no longer be a mere fantasy. I'm sure that the word peace itself brings a tranquil feeling within every one of us. It is no exaggeration to say that peace is something we all hope for, just as we all hope to enjoy a peaceful life. I strongly feel that only a peaceful person would be able to bring peace to the society and country at large. As a unique facet of human life, the value of peace can only increase when it is shared. Ladies and gentlemen, nevertheless, peace is not something that can be achieved overnight, a fact that bears witness in many parts of our world today. However, at the same time, it is also not beyond our reach. The culture of peace does not exist in a vacuum. Therefore, it has to be propagated through many concerted efforts. In this digital age, relationships have become extremely delicate. Thus, it is high time for us to sit back, ponder, and take stock of our future. Malaysia, with its multi-ethnic composition, is a melting pot of many Asian cultures. Despite our varied ethnicities and cultures, we are proud to say that this country has steadfastly stood many tests of time. Malaysia is progressively heading towards its goal of achieving a developed nation status by 2020, and indeed the path looks promising. Besides counting our blessing, we must also never take peace for granted. When peace does not receive its due attention, I fear that we'll be inundated with adverse outcomes. Thus, despite the political, cultural, social, and ethnic variation that exists between nations, peace is a common goal between us all, an inspiration that we must pursue with zeal and enthusiasm all the time. In Malaysia, we believe that education is the linchpin for a successful and rewarding process. Time and again, it has been stressed that a knowledge-based society will steer a country forward, especially in this globalized and competitive world. In line with this belief, the government is stepping up measures earnestly to turn Malaysia into a center of educational excellence in this region. We like to believe that one of the initiatives supported by the government is the establishment of Open University Malaysia, the nation's first open and distant learning institution whose principal aim is to democratize education. I truly wish that Bridges will have a successful run in our country. With the endless support from various quarters, I'm sure that this gracious program will remain a vital fixture for many years to come. As for Professor Hoof, I sincerely hope that you have a pleasant stay in Malaysia. Do take the opportunity to explore our truly diverse and multifaceted country. With that, I have come to the end of my speech. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum. God bless everyone. Ampun Tuanku.